Over the last decade, I have generated leads in multiple industries for life coaching, real estate, even business development. And the one thing that I have discovered is if you don't have a consistent flow of leads coming into your business is going to die. Look, leads are the engine, they're everything for your business. As leads come into your business, that's the only way you can generate sales. If you don't generate sales, you lack cash flow. Now, when it comes to generating leads in your client acquisition system, you want to make sure that you have one traffic source. Now, this traffic source can be Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn. The reason why you want to focus on one traffic source is because you want to make sure that you have maximized and validated that traffic source before spreading yourself too thin in other traffic sources, especially when you're a small business and you only have a small team. Now, after you have that one traffic source, you want to focus on one target market. If you're speaking to everyone, you are speaking to no one. One target market ensures that you are speaking and identifying one person that you're having a conversation with. I often have conversations with business owners and I'm asking them the question, like, who specifically is your product for or your service? Who specifically are you solving one specific problem for? And they're like, everyone can use or benefit my product or my service. Yes, everyone can likely benefit from your product or your service, but who's that one person that has that one problem right here, right now, and their neck is bleeding. They have a artery that is busted open, and if they don't get your product or your service within the next 30 minutes, they're likely going to die. Once you're clear on your traffic source and you have your clear target market, you want to be able to focus on solving that one problem with one offer for 1 year. Being able to lock in and focus on offering one specific product or one specific service allows you to refine that particular product or service as you get feedback from your clients or your customers. And being able to get that feedback is what allows you to create the best possible product or service for your ideal clients in your target market. If you're not able to offer them specifically a Tylenol, most people buy headache medication based on the years, or my mom bought this, or my grandmother bought this, so I'm gonna use Advil or Bayer. I don't even know if people even use Bayer anymore, but you likely buy your headache medication based on what you were raised to take whenever someone had some type of inflammation or joint pain. But in this particular case, it's not about the brand name. It's about, can you solve my problem right here and right now? So what I'm going to show you is I'm going to break down for you exactly how you want to design your entire client acquisition system. So when we talk about traffic, now this can be organic traffic or it could be paid traffic. Now, again, it doesn't matter which platform it comes from, but you want to drive traffic. I know a lot of times people say, how do I find my clients or how do I find my customers? You don't have to find them. The social media platforms have already congregated, they've already brought the people together. And because they've already brought the people together, there's just this big pool of people who are just sitting there. They're probably doom scrolling like you doom scroll sometimes, mindlessly just scrolling through. And those are my little stick people. And they're everywhere. They're all over the social media platforms. What you have to do is you have to simply offer them some bait that's going to solve that one simple problem. And what you're going to do is you're going to offer them your lead magnet. Now, I prefer premium lead magnets. And the reason why I prefer premium lead magnets is because premium lead magnets attract premium clients and premium customers, meaning they won't ghost you, they will pay in full, they're gonna be the least amount of work because they're likely busy, focused on building their business, changing their life, transforming their current situation. and they're going to show up and they're actually going to do the work. And that's why you want to offer them a premium lead magnet. Now, a premium lead magnet can be a white paper, a challenge, a boot camp, a training, some type of course that's not 80 hours long, but bite-sized that they can utilize to solve an immediate problem, get a result, and change their current situation. Once they get access to your lead magnet, the next thing that you want to be able to do for them is you want to be able to nurture them. This is where your email software. Now, I prefer to use Go High Level. There are others out there, ConvertKit, Infusionsoft, or Keep is what they now call it. So you want to make sure that you're able to nurture them, not just through email, but also through text message. But what you want to do is you also, in addition to your emails, you also want to send them text messages. Look, do not allow automations to keep you from communicating and following up with your new leads. If you don't have an automated follow-up system in place, your competition is crushing you, because they're able to communicate with the same people while you're asleep, while they're at dinner, while they're at the gym, while they're on vacation. They're able to communicate with the same leads if you're out here trying to do it the old school way, the outdated way, which is manual. Like I tell people all the time, going to events is a great thing. However, if you're not able to speak one to many, then your competition is always going to outpace you, because they're leveraging the technology, AI, and automations in their business, and you're still doing it the old school way. Once someone has gotten access to your lead magnet, the next thing you want to do is you want to have some type of conversion event. Now, your conversion event can be a multitude of things, and I mentioned it earlier. Now, your lead magnet and your conversion event, there must be alignment, meaning your conversion event must be the next natural step that they have to take in order to continue to solve the bigger problem. And that bigger problem is linked to the problem that you originally solved with the lead magnet. And so that conversion event, again, it can be a boot camp, it can be a challenge, it can be an in-person event. It could actually be a sales call. Now, and I'll draw those out here for you. So sales call or event. And at that conversion event, or during that conversion event, you're just solving the next level of the smaller problem that they got your lead magnet for. And so at the end of your conversion event, this is where you want to make them an offer. And this is going to be and I would like to say your difference maker offer is what I call this. And the reason I call it your difference maker offer is because you're truly going to make a difference in someone's life. You're going to help them experience transformation to get from where they are to where they ultimately want to be. Your job as their guide, as their leader, as their mentor, is to help them realize and believe that where they currently are and what they're currently doing is not working. And it is your job, your duty, and your obligation and your responsibility to help them experience transformation in their life. Now, this works in the weight loss space, the health space, the relationship space, or even the make money space. Now, when it comes to your offers, whether it's your lead magnet, your conversion event, or your difference maker offer. Your lead magnet, in some cases, you want it to be free. Now, when you have a free lead magnet, you have to understand you're going to get what you pay for. So a lot of free leads, meaning they're going to be lower quality leads. Again, we want to focus on premium leads. Therefore, I recommend your premium lead magnet be a minimum of $10. And that lead magnet, it can go anywhere from $10 up to, say, for example, $97. All right. And once someone has opted in for your lead magnet, ideally you want your lead cost to be anywhere between $10 and $97. That way, every purchase that they make on the back end, on the opposite side of your lead magnet, that is pure profit. And that's what we want to focus on, is 100% how much profit can I make within my business. So with each of your offers, you want to ensure that there's the least amount of work done by you in that entire process, so that you can focus on continuing to fill your funnel or your client acquisition system, continuously filling it with traffic that has premium leads within it. Now, your conversion event. If your lead magnet is $10 to $97, you want to make your conversion event, for example, $97 to $1,000. All right? And then your difference maker offer, you want to make it anywhere from $1,000 up to $25,000. We'll just put 1K because we're running out of space. All right, so 25K. And as you see in your client acquisition system, what you're doing is you're taking people, real live people who have a real life problem, and you're moving them on a journey. You're taking them from one step. Look, it's almost like a conveyor belt. And I know for some people this might make you feel weird because you're treating people like they're just a cog in a wheel or something along those lines, but get over it. What you want to do is you literally want to have the process move people on a journey. This is how they met you. Now, when they meet you or they come across your content, they have a problem. You should know their problem better than they know their problem. You should talk about their problem better than they talk about their problem to their family and their friends. However, some people aren't even aware that they even have a problem. And so when in your content, some people will be problem aware and then they'll be unaware of the problem that they have. Some people will be solution aware, meaning they'll know that there's a solution available to solve that problem. And there are some people who are not solution aware. It is your responsibility to help those who don't understand that they have a problem and don't understand that there's an available solution, that you are the one that is uniquely qualified to solve that problem, provide them with a solution. You as a business owner, you have one responsibility, and that is to solve people's problems. Nothing more, nothing less. And so as you solve each of these individual problems, notice one problem, it started out as a very small problem. The problem got a little bit bigger, and the problem got a little bit bigger along your entire client acquisition system. And notice you got paid more each step that they went through in your client acquisition system. Now, in a perfect business, you yourself as the business owner should not be the one responsible for driving traffic to your business. This is why you need specialists. You need experts who can come in, who are advertising specialists, media buying specialists, because that's what they do. They live, breathe, eat, drink, and sleep paid ads, regardless of the platform. But you want a specialist on your specific traffic source. So you don't want a YouTube person teaching you how to run ads on Facebook unless they have specialized in getting results on Facebook, and now they're specializing also, someone within their agency is specializing in getting results specifically on YouTube. Each phase of this should be automated as much as humanly possible. 95% plus of it should be automated. The 5% or so that is not automated should be done by someone else. It should not be done by you. You are solely responsible for showing up. For example, if it's a conversion event that is a boot camp, training, a challenge of some sort, and you are, as the business owner, you're uniquely qualified to be the one on stage doing that presentation. That's the only role that you play in this entire process. Is I'm responsible for doing the sales presentation for our company so that we can get more people into our difference maker offer. Or it might be a scenario where someone else in your company is uniquely qualified to do the sales presentation for that conversion event, and then you're responsible for helping the clients experience transformation in your difference maker offer. Your role and responsibility should be the least amount of activities of your time built into it. Your intellectual property, your intellectual capital should be within the entire process, but in terms of your physical activity and your physical involvement, that should be minimal. Now, when you're creating a client acquisition system, always think user experience. Always think, how can I delight this person from start to finish? And most people don't understand, the sale doesn't stop here. The sale continues even after they've got access to your product or your service. And so that entire journey, that entire experience should be one that is pleasant. When they see your photos or your videos from your paid ad, it should be something that resonates with them. It should be something that they can see themselves involved in, and they can also see themselves recommending your lead magnet to their family, their friends, and even their coworkers, and even their church members that they go to church with. Now, your lead magnet should do the exact same thing. The design, the layout, the format, it should be very simple. Look, most people read at a 3rd to 5th grade reading level. And so if you're a PhD, if you're an MBA, that's great. Congratulations, you have this amazing degree. You put the time, energy, and effort to get your education. I'm proud of you, I applaud you. However, you wanna bring the knowledge level of it down to FK level, French Kincaid level 3 to level 5. Now, the reason why you want to do this is because people don't want to burn a ton of mental calories. People want to read something, they want to get it, they want to understand it fast. A confused mind doesn't buy. So if they're confused in your ad copy, if they're confused in your video or even in your image, they're not going to move to the next step of your lead magnet. If they get access to your lead magnet and you're using huge industry jargon type words, they're not going to take the next step and come to your conversion event. If you get to they get to your conversion event and whomever's doing that sales presentation is again using huge industry jargon or college level words, PhD level words, then they're going to check out and they're not going to get your difference maker event or offer. You want to simplify the entire process. Don't make people jump through hoops to give you their money. Keep it simple. Don't have a bunch of steps for them to have to take to give you their money. Notice, paid traffic, very first step, make money. Next step, you make money. Next step, you make money. You should make money at every single step of your client acquisition system. And I'm not gonna go into all the details of how once they get access here, you can do an upsell, a downsell, even a cross-sell. And you can do an upsell, downsell, or cross-sell at each and every last one of your conversion events. Client acquisition is the difference between successful businesses and unsuccessful businesses. There is absolutely nothing that sales cannot solve when it comes to problems within your business. Because the more sales you get, the more available cash you have, the more talent you're able to hire, the more you're able to remove yourself from that entire client acquisition system journey. Make sales, make money, make more impact, build your authority. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.